What is the easiest method for getting wealthy in Dark and Darker? Some might tell you that you need to learn to fight the bosses and spend countless days pulling loot from a dungeon. But there is a far easier method that anyone can do regardless of your skill. I'm talking about trading, the art of buying and selling for profit. The difference between a poor and a rich player is the right investment strategy. This is the third episode in our video series on how to get rich through Dark and Darker trading. Make sure to check out the other two videos for even more ways to get filthy stinkin' rich. If you find this video helpful, be sure to leave a like as it helps others just like you find this advice. Subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on future trading tips. My name is Vitriol Exhaust, and I love learning all of the intricacies of a marketplace. I am always searching for ways in which I can generate more wealth in games without putting in all of the hard work it usually takes. I have poured far too many hours of my life into virtual marketplaces like World of Warcraft or Dark and Darker. Today, we're going to be covering more of the strategies that I use to make hundreds of thousands of gold every season in Dark and Darker. This episode, we're going to do some in-depth coverage of my latest strategy that I used to earn over 50,000 gold, as well as a few extra tips. The big topic for today is the idea of media market manipulation. We're going to cover what it is and how to spot it. Market manipulation can be seen all through our world. Take for example, Elon Musk creating hype for the cryptocurrency Dogecoin. Even just saying the name makes me shudder. Through spreading excitement for the meme cryptocurrency, he was able to invest early before the hype and sell at an optimal moment to maximize his profit. Essentially, through the use of media, he was able to influence the market's perception of Dogecoin. When we're talking about potentially hundreds of thousands of people losing a huge portion of their actual wealth, it's saddening. It's one thing to earn fake coins in a fantasy video game. It's another thing to be raiding your fellow human's bank account. Truthfully, I find these actions despicable. Ultimately, we must be cautious who we receive our advice from, especially when it comes into the realm of real-world trading. So, to help raise awareness of this damaging real-world phenomenon, I decided to conduct a relatively harmless experiment through Dark and Darker. I was curious to see how difficult it would be for any random individual to influence the price of a seemingly innocuous product. So, with a plan in mind, I got to work. I started buying and collecting as many golden teeth as I could get my hands on. In the end, I was able to acquire about 600 golden teeth, mainly through buying them from the market while they were about 30 gold each. Once I had sufficiently stockpiled golden teeth, I enacted the next step of the plan. Time to spread the word on how great investing in golden teeth is. Golden teeth are a great investment, and their value is only going to go up as fewer golden teeth will be in circulation than golden ore. If there is one thing that you get into trading, make sure it's golden teeth. An important adage to remember is that when it seems too good to be true, that's because it probably isn't true. This is especially important when it comes to evaluating someone's trading advice. If something is a guaranteed profit from investment, then it should raise a few hairs on the back of your neck. Countless con artists throughout history have said similar things to convince other people to hand over their hard-earned cash towards what's labeled as a perfect choice. Don't fall prey to honeyed words. It's helpful to gather information from many different sources as it will help highlight the discrepancies with a con artist. How much gold did I actually make from golden teeth? Well, I bought about 3/4 of my golden teeth for 30 gold each, the rest of which I found in the dungeons. So the initial investment cost was roughly 13,500 gold. I then proceeded to sell all of the golden teeth in stacks of 3 for at least 269 gold per stack. The cost of putting all these teeth on the market is about 3,000 gold. Once all the teeth had been sold, the total gold earned would be about 54,800. That means I earned about 37,300 gold profit from this exchange. It's truly a staggering profit for an item that is often overlooked. We can't say for certain that my video really had any impact on the price of golden teeth. It could have been a whole host of other factors at play that also affected the market price. Some of the factors we even discuss in my previous videos. I hope those who followed the advice were able to get in there quick and also take advantage of the inflated costs. The takeaway from all this is that there are people in the real world who will attempt to use this sort of strategy to leave you penniless. We must do our best to stay vigilant of the scammers out there. All trading involves some gambling. The best traders are able to assess the risks involved and minimize the odds of failure. We can engage in a quite literal example of gambling for gear through a few of the traders in Dark and Darker. The Goblin Merchant has the potential to sell some of the most insane gear in the game, if you get lucky. Once I have completed all of the Goblin quests, I start to monitor the price of various items and take note of those that are worth the most. If I see the Goblin selling one of these items, I will snag it up in the hopes that I can flip whatever he has sold me for a bigger profit. This method can be used with other seasonal NPCs, such as Santa for example. The final strategy for this video might be one of my most nefarious methods for acquiring wealth. This strategy I have used time and time again through my trading career to maximize the money I make. Once you have acquired a serious stockpile of wealth, you can engage in total market control of a specific resource. I start with items that are quite rare and useful. As such, there aren't too many of these items on the marketplace and I have no trouble buying out all of those particular items. An example of this would be the Firefly's abdomen that is only dropped by the Ruins golems on a 5% chance. To control the cost of Firefly's abdomens, I can buy literally every single one of them that is on the market and then set the price to whatever I want for that good. If done correctly, you'll be able to make a huge profit, as people who need this item will only have the choice of buying through you. You have created a virtual monopoly on a specific item. The only danger to this strategy is when others exist in the market who are also stockpiling the resource you are trying to control. If there are other players who have a bunch of Firefly's abdomens, they might undercut you. Engage with this endgame strategy with caution. Don't sink all of your wealth into one resource to control it. At the end of the day, diversifying your investments is always a better strategy. If you can control a resource while also having a diverse set of investments, then you're in an ideal position. Seeing as you made it this far in the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this. I also create Let's Plays and guides for Dark and Darker. You can check those out in the full Dark and Darker playlist that's on the screen right now. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.